And we're back. Thank you for being here, YouTubers, safe shoppers, internet lovers, education wanters. We'll make that a thing. We've brought you something special, something fun, something new, something I haven't talked about with the mad scientist behind the camera yet, but we're going to now because you need options. This is the Browning Rawhide 33. I'm about to tell you all about it, so stay tuned. If you stick around to the end, I'll give you something special like the price. Let's get into the video. And we're back. Browning Rawhide 33. Of course, again, it's Browning, but it's Pro Steel Safe. That's who makes the product. Okay, here we go. We will start as per usual with what you see in front of you, and then I will tell you the details that you don't see, but you need to know about afterwards. This bad boy right here, first color, because I think it's cool and you're probably curious, right? Maybe you saw the thumbnail. This is actually called the Textured Saddle Brown. Very unique color. The Rawhide, briefly not to harp, is available in like multiple sizes, I think. 4. I might be wrong. So there's multiple sizes. I think there might be like 4 different ones. There is another color option, but there's only one other color option, and it's called raw metal. Not gonna harp because you don't see it in front of you. Now what you do see is this hardware in a very lovely, hopefully there's some B-roll, color called antique bronze is the name of it. I'm super confident about that. Antique bronze hardware. You'll notice that they do it on the keypad that I've got here on the 3-spoke handle. This kind of matches, maybe not exactly the same, but that matches pretty well. And then of course the badge on the front. Yes, it is available in either the keypad or the mechanical lock. So whichever one you want. And yes, there's a 5-year manufacturer's warranty on either one. And yes, you can upgrade to a lifetime warranty on either lock as well. Here we go. The 3-spoke handle, and of course the exterior hinge, which many safe companies, especially Browning Pro Steel, is big on. Gets you the nice big full swing. Again, what you see in front of you, let's stick to that. This safe stands in at 60 inches tall. This safe is 30 inches wide, and this safe is 24.5 inches deep. Okay? Now, let's pause right there for a second. It literally didn't move, you're welcome. Piece of and those are the measurements, okay? So again, anytime we talk about depth, remember, that does not include hinges, lock, and or handles, okay? So when we're measuring to go through doorways and such, we wanna add to those. And again, what's the number I need to add? 2.5 for everything, okay? If I'm coming to your house and I'm gonna install it though, I'm really just worried about the hinges, which adds for sure another inch. So only because again, my team and myself, we can actually remove these things. It's not always recommended if you've never done it before, but hey, if you're gonna do it yourself, know that, okay? Sticking to what we know, what we see in front of us, actually, that's probably it. So let's go ahead and open the door and then just continue down this journey and let's learn some other things. 3-spoke handle, quarter turn, very nice. Just gonna tell you what we see and what we're used to. Right off the bat, let's just stop here on the door and let's go with the 1-inch round bolts that do protrude from 3 sides of the door, side to side, top, and up top there are 2. That's nice. That's a total of 14 bolts altogether. These are pry-stop bolts. So again, they're making it harder by the way that the bolt, the length of the bolt, the way it attaches to the mechanism that moves it in and out, harder for somebody to make the attempt to pry it open, okay? And with talking about prying, this is an 11 gauge steel. 11 gauge steel, again, that is not a bank vault by any stretch of imagination. It's not a TL safe, but it's actually really good thickness for your average home break-in. Again, based off of what we see when we go after a break-in, okay? With the 11 gauge also on the interior of the door, on the back side, you know what I mean? In behind all of this, obviously. There's an additional layer of 12 gauge steel, again, adding structure, adding girth to the door, making it, again, harder to pry. Moving on. Here we go. So, right here is a sticker that says, let me find it, the fire rating. And the fire rating on this one is, and I had to catch myself because they just made some improvements here in 2024. If you're watching this is the beginning of 2024, remember that. They have made the fire protection now a 90-minute rating at 1,680 degrees, which is a wonderful fire rating, obviously, for interior home safes. So we'll throw up the graph. Some people obviously don't know or understand exactly what fire rating means when I say that to people, which I get. So we came up with this little graph anyway. Let's just see if it works, okay? So first, I'm gonna do my clapper. It's brand new for this year, so it's gonna be great. It's gonna work really well. Here we go. If a fire was to reach 1,680 degrees, and if it stayed that hot for 90 minutes, an hour and a half, Browning Pro Steel's Rawhide 33 behind me should not breach 275 degrees on the inside of the safe, which is a wonderful rating. Honestly, I seriously, for your home gun safe, that's pretty good. Why? Because we recommend a minimum of 60 minutes at 1,200 degrees. It's a nice fire rating. To help with fire rating, they have added the YeeHaw material along the inside of the door jamb so that when the door is shut and there is a fire, the YeeHaw will expand 7 times its natural size to create a tighter seal between the door and the body to help keep that heat and fire out. I was gonna say moisture, I'm sorry, because it has shown to stop a lot of water from the water hoses spraying on homes, getting on safes from getting in as well, right? That's not a selling point, that's what I've seen, okay? That's just me giving you something that was free. Okay, door, yes. 11 gauge, I did. Moving on. Let's see if I can get a pretty good shot of the door, because the door and so many of the pieces for the interior of the Browning Pro Steel family only belong to them. They have, like, I'm wrong, 9 different patents or something on their interiors. So nobody else's door should look like this is what I'm saying. This is the DPX door system, okay? And this particular model, what is that? 8? No, 2, 4, 6, 7. So you can put 7 long guns on the door. Now, as you can see, we've chosen to put 2 on here that have no optic on them. However, the one in the middle did. I stole this idea from a customer. I say it a lot in the videos, but it's just true. Where he's like, oh, I still use it for my scope weapon, just turn them sideways. All right. So obviously I can only do so many when I do that, but how nifty and great is that, especially if this was my go-to, if this was my protection weapon, right? Self-defense weapon. Or this is just my regular shooter, or I'm in competition, or it's hunting season, That's cool that it's right there and super usable. They've got the MOLLE system on here as well, so we can add and attach different things, whatever that might be. Knives and med kits, and they've got hooks, so if I had a really short gun, I could actually take this little hook, put it right here, and even my SBR would reach as well, so there's options, okay? Also, because I knew it would work really well, I put a 28-inch 12 gauge here, because that might interfere here or change what I have to do with this shelf, or I can just put it over there on the door out of my way. That's pretty cool. On a 5-foot tall safe. 3 pistol pouches at the top, as you can see. I put some full sizes in there, so we get an idea. We got what? P320, SIG, 45. We got a full size Smith & Wesson 2.0. And then we've got a full size Smith & Wesson 5904, I believe. So again, I just wanted to show you a full-size weapon fitting in there. Let's stick with pistol storage because that's huge for a lot of us. And it happens right up here underneath the top shelf. It has a pistol rack that comes with the safe. The pistol rack will hold 5 pistols. As you can see, we just slid a couple on there just to show. And again, intentionally, I just picked random weapons, but something that you might have. That is a 1911, and it's hanging out just fine. And then you've got the 40, that's a Glock 23 as well. So they can hold the weight is what I'm getting at by doing that. That comes with it. That's pretty cool because it's a separate sold accessory if you want more of them. You can buy another one and boop, bolt it onto that shelf right there. So it's got the pretty unique interior, the faux leather, I believe might be called. Sounds right in my head. That's the look and the appearance that it gives with their CMS shelving. As you can see, I put some pretty big, thick guys in there just to kind of see how they would do. There's scopes on 2 of them, monster scopes, to be honest with you. And they've got plenty of room where I could add plenty more, especially if I wanted to put more non-scope weapons in the back, then I could move these up front. There's a lot of modularity with this interior, okay? That's what I'm getting at with that. The floor, this is pretty great for safe guys, guns guys, and gals. The floor is elevated. So the elevated floor means that I'm not potentially banging a stock as I'm pulling it out of the safe, okay? That's an actual selling point for me. 4 holes in the bottom so it can go in place where it's gonna set and be bolted down. There is the single hole in the back that would allow for, they don't have a power kit for it, but thumb through the channel. We can probably drop a link in the description. That's cool, people say that. Where you can see our video that we did where you could how you can add power to a safe like this. It doesn't come with it, but you can add it to it exceptionally easily. Then you can throw in some lights and dehumidifiers and everything else you want to do. Warranty from them is always good. Lifetime against attempted break-ins, lifetime against fire damage. They'll replace the safe, lifetime. Pretty sure I've hit on the most of the big points, right? Anything that I've forgotten or anything you need to know more about this product, I do ask that you comment or ask me in the comment section below. I promise we'll answer it. Again, this is the beginning of 2024. You will find this safe on our website for about $17.99, ready to go. Just in case I'm wrong. The correct price. Thank you. Yeah, as always, if we're doing a good job for you on the videos, please like, subscribe, follow along, notification bell, so you know about the next safe that could be yours. And until that time, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.